Hey guys, Chris Clothier here with Total Turnkey. Look, I recorded a 4-part series for The Grind, which was our newsletter some time back. And I wanted to share that with you today through Total Turnkey. It is absolutely relevant. And I loved recording the series. It's super impactful. There are 4 parts to it. We're going to share all 4 videos with you. Hope you enjoy it. All right, guys, next up in my advice for how to overcome fear in a market like this where, man, there is just fear everywhere. You cannot open up a news browser on your computer or open up a paper, read a magazine, anything, and not read someone telling you all the doom and all the gloom about the housing market. This is falling, that's falling. We have just bad news upon bad news upon bad news upon bad news. And it's all in the headline. When you dig down into the actual story, you find out that it's not all bad. That in many markets you're in, it depends on the price point. So if you happen to be an investor that is buying in a particular price point, let's say the DFW market, if you're buying as an investor in the 200 to 300, 350 price point, you will be finding that right now prices are holding very steady. There is a lot of demand in that particular price point. You may also find that that side of the city is high demand, while this side of the city is lower demand. So it depends on where you're at. It also could be that perhaps you're $1 million or up investor in a particular market, and you're going to find that, oh my gosh, prices have really shifted. Like they've dropped 15%. I don't know that, but wherever you're at, my point is that the news gives you this big broad stroke because they want you paying attention. But when you dig in, the details don't look as bad. For me, I have always believed that regardless of the news cycle, it's a good time to buy. And regardless of the city I'm in, it's a good time to buy. I need to do my homework. I need to be smart about what I'm buying. I need to make sure that I'm paying attention to the deal itself, that I'm buying in the proper neighborhood that's going to get me the result I expect, that I am buying, in a smart manner with a strategic plan going forward. In other words, as I may have mentioned already on one of the first videos, I'm going to buy regardless of what the interest rate is today. I'm going to craft the best rate I can get. You know, there's a lot of lenders today that are offering free refinances within 36 months. So if I believe that that's going to come down, I may take the rate they have today and then get the refinance with them within the next 2 to 3 years. See, that's a strategic play that I'm making. If they will finance in where I'm buying, if they'll finance the price point I'm buying, if they'll give me a good rate up front without me having to pay additional points, or perhaps I can make just a small point buy down. Whatever it ends up being, I craft my deal where I'm making an investment that makes sense for me today. Why do I do this? Why do I believe that now is a good time to buy? Any city is a good city to buy in, because I believe in the power of time. That the longer I own an investment property with a resident in it, that resident will reduce my principal for me. That resident provides an income for me that I get to choose what to do with now. If I need the income to supplement a bill, fantastic. If I want the income to build my savings, fantastic. If I, there again, choose to use the income to reduce my principal, great, but I'm in control. And the one thing I know is that if I leave my money sitting until the time is right, I'm losing the power of it while it sits. There's nothing I can buy today that I can leverage the way I can leverage real estate. There's nothing I can buy today that is going to give me the high probability of the rate of return I expect other than real estate. And while it's sitting, I have no asset in control. I believe that I want to get my cash converted to a hard asset that retains or goes up in value. That's real estate. I believe I want to get my money into an asset that someone else will lend me money to buy something bigger or better. That's real estate. I can take, for round numbers, $100,000 and turn it into $300,000 in real estate with the help of a bank. And then I can use my rents to pay the bank back. See, that's the beauty of real estate. I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know, but with all the fear going on out there, it's got a lot of people frozen, just stuck in the mud, not moving forward. And therefore their cash is sitting there losing buying power by the day. And not only are they losing buying power, but it's not deployed, giving them a return. So forget about the fact that it's losing buying power and that you can buy less tomorrow than you can today. You're actually also not earning against it. So I believe in the power of time. I want more time in the market. Don't hear me wrong. It's intelligent to always keep cash to the side. You need to make sure that you're not using every last penny you have to go and leverage into real estate and take massive risks. You need to make sure that your risks are calculated. You do have something set off to the side, but if it's enough to buy a piece of real estate and still have a little nest egg off to the side, you need to move. You need to get that cash turned into an asset, and the highest performing asset you can as soon as possible. That's for me. That's how I'm overcoming fear today, because I'm more fearful of the lack of movement on my money than I am on actually getting it moving and getting assets under control and letting those assets flow back to me through rent. Okay. So power of time, massively important. I understand it. I understand I need to be in the market to be earning a return, which is a great way right now to overcome all the white noise and the fear. Dig through all the headlines, get down into the details of your particular market, and get your money deployed. That's the number one way to overcome fear. 2 down. I've got, I think, at least 2 more. If you're with me right now, we're talking about how to overcome fear. I want you to like the video, subscribe to the channel. You'll get updates as soon as the next one comes out. We're trying to get through a quick series here to help you take advantage of this investment cycle that we're in right now. Get your money into assets that are going to go up in value and produce that next return you're looking for. Next video is coming up right after this.